Let me relieve you of your burden. You've suffered enough.
Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't.
How do we make peace with
That's why it's too soon for this to end.
There are so many people in the world.
You must triumph.
Drink of calamity, drown in...
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
Oh, it was all worth
I am ever grateful.
I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know.
After all these years,
Is this the answer I was hoping for?
So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
And Godspeed.
perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
Do not squander it. The legacy I leave you. I bid them remember, but all this time I'm the one who had forgotten. A right fool you've made of me, Hermes. And to add insult to injury, I've been denied a sound rest, forced to watch this clamorous show.
Oh, come now. It's been a gripping tale. Unbreakable bonds and noble sacrifice, sprinkled with moments of levity to counterbalance the pathos. It's got it all. I, for one, would have been perfectly content to watch enraptured from the stalls. But I won't say no to a bit part.
What are you?
Half-faded souls of the dead. Isn't it painfully obvious? Worry not. We haven't the power to defeat you, nor is it our duty to do so. Not anymore. That being said, we do have a score to settle. So here I am, Vanar. I suppose you needed me to tie it all together, these frayed threads of our history. But knowing you, I suspect there's a joke in it too. Oh yes, I can imagine you gloating over my forgetfulness. Were I feeling charitable, I might assume you had left room for the possibility of this outcome. Even so, you'll get no applause from me. A single gesture will not lighten the burden I've had to bear. Still, you must be commended. Our methods would not have brought mankind this far. And so, as a show of respect to the last of us, I make this declaration. You will not end our journey. That is our answer. The answer of all lives of Atheris, past and present.
As you've called us to the stage, so shall we perform. And creation magics never fail to please. Drawing upon the hopes of your comrades, we will make for you a new path.
What form said path takes depends on you. So focus. Focus and envision that which rejects the claim that you cannot attain your goal.
Ours is the wisdom to weave the fabric of reality. Ours is the power to create.
Meteor, though I gave you these wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run, and so much more. A flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
These Elpis blooms serve as proof that this realm is not utterly devoid of hope. No more can you deny its power. No more is yours the dominion of despair. In case the practical implications were lost on you, your comrades no longer need fight their fight. So go on. Call them back to your side.
May you ever walk in the light.
How disappointing. Not even a single scar in the making to brag about.
You'll find a way regardless.
Honestly, this is far more than any of us could have hoped for. Let us be thankful.
Indeed. That we thus stand reunited is a gift. Let us not squander it, and see that we all return to Etheris.
Aye. As soon as we've averted the final days.
Good to see you again. Our heroic sacrifice paid off, I take it.
Come, my friends. Let us carry on and finish it. Together.
Can you hear me? The voice is within, crying in pain, wailing in sorrow, hurting, hurting. End it. Silence it. Silence our song of oblivion.
The way is open. They can proceed.
So it seems.
You're leaving?
Of course. The encore is finished, and I will not suffer myself to live again by Heideling's magic. But more than that, the future you seek is not the past we loved. That is why we fought, and why I lost. But though you defeated me, my ideals are inviolate, invincible. Spare me your pity. I have no use for it. If you would do something for me, save our star. See this tale to a triumphant conclusion, and with elation in your hearts, bid the final curtain fall. Only then may it rise again, and a new tale begin, with new parts for all to play. Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World, the sacred sites of the forgotten people of the South Sea Isles? What about Mericidia, the southern continent? Do you know aught of its present state of affairs? I thought not. Even of your little Eorzea, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance. All of which is to say, expand your horizons, go forth and seek discovery. Some of the civilizations in the reflections will surprise you. As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much. I certainly did.
I pray we meet again. If not in this life, then perhaps another. Whensoever it should be, I trust it will be a most joyous reunion.
For you, maybe. I want nothing to do with it.
Oh, don't be that way.
my fervent hope that our ancient friends will find new beginnings. They and all their brethren who have returned to the ethereal sea. For that to come to pass, we must succeed. We must avert the final days and save Ithris. Well, it's impossible to change the mind when it's a scientific fact, Vish. Because that is a scientific fact. M itself is the best character. You can't change my mind. To go and see all those places and more, M itself has given you quite a task. Suffice to say, I should be glad to assist you, once we return together, triumphant, of course. For all the lives on those stars whose light has been extinguished, for the ancients who went before us, I offer a solemn prayer. No need to explain. I have a rough idea of what happened while I was gone. With a strange feeling, as though I was struggling in a pitch-black sea, a powerful tide was trying to wash me away, one that churned with hatred and envy for life, and it was all I could do to swim against it. Then suddenly, I was here. It felt long and short at the same time, hazy as in a dream. But though it all one thing was crystal clear, you fought with all your being to keep our hopes alive. I can't claim I fully understood the workings of this place, but in that moment, I felt I knew what I needed to do. I felt that it was the right time to offer up this life I owe, that I could risk it all on the wager the rest of you would manage without me. Full glad I am to see that I was right. As different and mysterious as the ancients may be, they were people not unlike us. The first people to fall and feel pain, and the first forced to find a way to rise again. From them we have come, and in our pain and suffering we are connected. I don't think I've ever knew what to say to the man. In retrospect, it always felt like the wrong thing. But this past notwithstanding, he came to aid in your moment of need. Here we are, and we must not squander this chance he has given us. We will see this tale to a triumphant conclusion and bid the final curtain fall. Are you ready, Vamron? Let us set forth for the reckoning. Having come this far, I know everyone's resolve is beyond doubt, so I will say only this. Within the dead zone swirls the emotions that Mitron has hoarded, the emotions of insurmountable Soph who strove for happiness but failed. As it was the denizens of Ultima Thule that barred our way, it is not for us to rebuke or admonish. It was not by passing judgment on these tragic legacies of others that we arrived at this moment. Rather, it was by opening our hearts to their despair, by understanding and acknowledging their fates, while still refusing to share in them ourselves, to hold fast to hope, not in ignorance, but by choice. Should you struggle to do so, I am here to help, as you have all helped me. Alright, I will be right back. I'm going to see what Puppy is whining about. this? You want in on this? That could be very quickly remedied, sir. Oh wait, I'm just going to be taking a few screenshots. Hell, that might be a background. Same with that one. I think I'm the one from my other side, from the other screen. Oh, come on, Q. did. I did Q, right? Okay, yeah. Had to make sure. I was like, fuck, this was like one of the longest I've ever waited for a dungeon. Yeah, honestly, I thought because that'd make it faster. Because it's an expert roulette.